When I make a long form video now these days, I always ask myself, is this really worth 10 to 15 minutes of your time? And honestly, the answer is no. Most of the tech products now these days, I can sum it up in a 60-second TikTok video. But when ASUS sent over their ExpertBook, I thought it deserved something more. Because to truly appreciate the engineering design and the thought that went into this, we need to start from the beginning. So let's take a walk. Today years old that found out the Malayan turns on at 7 AM. Okay. For notebooks and laptops, there are many things that matters. And for different people, different specs matter more to different people. So there are time codes and whatever matters to you, you can go. But if you have time, stay throughout. It does help me a lot and the channel. Anyway, the hardest part to design is always a balance between battery life, durability, performance, and weight. For example, if you go for better performance, you're gonna need better cooling. With better cooling, heavier heatsink, fans, lower portability. With better performance also comes with lower battery life. And if you want more durable, sometimes it needs to be heavier. And if you want the laptop to be light, you're gonna have to compromise the performance, the durability, the battery life, and it's a whole balancing act between all the brands. But what if I told you ASUS managed to be the best at all of them? And I don't mean just that four I just mentioned, I mean all of them. Let's go back and test it out. Also, even though it's raining, it's damn humid. For design, the ASUS ExpertBook Ultra is sleek, simple, and I believe everybody will love it. The curved edges, thin bezel, and clean body gives a premium and professional look. But there's no point in a laptop looking good if it can't stay looking good. This laptop uses ASUS Nano Ceramic technology. Instead of using the usual matte finishing plastic or the metallic finish for a lot of business laptops, ASUS applies a ceramic coating over a PEO-treated magnesium aluminum chassis. This gives the laptop a smooth, premium matte finishing while making the surface more resistant to scratches, fingerprints, and stains. And because it's a ceramic coating, I can use alcohol or nail polish remover. Honestly, this is my first time doing it. They said I could do it and wow, it's really as good as new. Yeah, they told me I can do this as well. You can see there's a mark. Wow. They also told me I can put a pen in there and... Okay, I'm really gonna do it, okay? Seriously. There's one more thing they said I can do. Apparently, the laptop can withstand, I forgot, is it 100 or 120? But definitely below my weight, and I can stand on it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by the design for it to withstand the weight. Other than business users, I can actually see like executive chefs using this laptop, or bakers, where your hands get flurry, get a little bit oily, and you press on it and it's just really easy to clean. I am really impressed. There's two things I forgot to show off. One finger test. Aha! And this. They told me I can do it. Look at that. Despite how thin this laptop is, the keyboard still offers 1.5mm key travel with good space in between the keys. It's responsive, it feels comfortable, and where your palm rests, it doesn't heat up. Below is a huge haptic touchpad. Because it uses haptic instead of the traditional physical click, you can click and double click anywhere on the trackpad. The thing about keyboard and trackpad is if it's designed badly, it's noticeable immediately. But if it's designed well, you don't really think about it. I use my desktop keyboard 90% of the time, so transitioning to this laptop was very natural and just very responsive. For For the ports on the left, you have an audio jack, USB-A, HDMI, and Type-C Thunderbolt, which is also the power input. And on the right, an extra USB-A and Type-C Thunderbolt. The selection is solid, especially for a very thin laptop. I'm still a big fan of USB-A. The idea of USB-C only is great, but in the real world, there's still a lot of USB-A devices, and having a dongle is just inconvenient, at least for me. This laptop has 6 speaker spatial audio setup, including 2 membrane for the mid-range, 2 tweakers for the high range, and it also supports Dolby Atmos. And the speakers are surprisingly good and really designed for business users. The mids are the most impressive. It's crisp and clear, and it's the most important for voices. So for calls, podcasts, audiobooks, YouTube with a lot of voice, the voice really comes out very clear.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Even for music, you can hear the vocals very clearly. And this ASUS ExpertBook Ultra gets really loud, like insanely loud, at 95 decibels. And all this without vibrating the front.
You're a man who needs to control his fate.
The bass is good enough. Obviously, it's a laptop, so you won't get like subwoofer kind of level of bass. But with Dolby Atmos, watching movies is very enjoyable. It feels more wide and immersed than I expected. The mic is surprisingly good for a mic that I have no idea where it is. And you can see it's really built for anyone that needs calls or presentation. It's really crisp, it's really clear. I mean, for meetings, calls, even for movies, this laptop does the job. Display. You have a 14-inch 2880 by 1800 120Hz OLED touchscreen display. And because it's matte glass, the fingerprints are not noticeable. And there are actually 2 options for display: tandem OLED and non-tandem OLED. Let me explain. Tandem is a dual OLED that can reduce power consumption by 40% at the lower brightness and also give higher peak brightness. The downside is heavier at 1.13 kg and also more expensive. You got 2, got 2, of course. And non-tandem is a regular OLED screen that is still touchscreen. It's more affordable and the weight is below 1 kilogram, 0.99 kilograms. I'm guessing most of y'all would rather have the cheaper option and lighter. I'm quite curious, what do y'all think? Comment below. Tandem, non-tandem. Performance. This is running the Intel Ultra X7358H. This processor has 16 cores, base clock speeds at 1.9 GHz and can go up to 4.8 GHz at the boost clock speeds. Meaning at idle, it can run at base clock speed, so it helps with battery, but also can boost it up if you want more performance. The X is for integrated graphics, and this uses Intel Arc B390, which is actually very surprising. We'll get into that later. It also comes with 32GB of DDR5X low-powered RAM. And I run some benchmark Cinebench and the performance is as good as a 5800X, a desktop CPU. But what I'm more impressed is the integrated graphics. I can actually run Cyberpunk at its native resolution. I mean, of course, I have to turn down a few settings, but it's actually playable. And I also tried CS2, no problems. And all this is integrated graphics, it's not a separate graphic card. Going back to the business sense, integrated graphics help with multi-monitor setup, 4K playback, screen recording, video and photo editing, and AI tools. One important thing about the test I just did is I did it without the power supply. It's all within the battery. When I push the CPU, it runs around 25 watts and it keeps it at 70 degrees. I did manage to push it to 50 watts at around 90 degrees, but I'll say most people that buy this laptop wouldn't push it to that level. With these specs, it's actually good enough to do content creation. I'm not talking about like full-length YouTube videos at 4K, but in terms of 1-minute shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks is actually not too bad. And there's also one better version if you really need the performance, the 9X. So the funny thing is, doing more tests with this laptop, I can see more people using this laptop. So for example, the whole stress test, like chefs can use it. Now the stress performance test, content creators can use it. Somewhat gamers can use it too. Battery life is one of the highest selling points for the ExpertBook Ultra. This has a 70 watt-hour battery for a laptop that can be 0.99 kilograms. For context, the next best premium laptop battery is around 64 watt hours. If you're comparing this to a power bank, it's roughly 1900 milliamp per hour. Like the good kind of portable battery, not the cheap $10 battery. Just a little bit of like fine text. ASUS claims you can use it up to 26 hours, but all this also depends on your brightness settings, what are you using it for. But if you have it on standby, it can really last very long. I forgot to turn off the laptop one night. It was still at like 70% in the morning. Like the screen was still on. So, impressed. I would say it's very important for a business laptop because you won't have your charger all the time, but sometimes you need to use your laptop. It also supports fast charging. You can charge it from 0 to 50% in 30 minutes. So all this is just very useful and nice to have. Now let's talk about storage. There are a few options. This is the 512GB option at Gen 4. There's also a 2TB option at Gen 5. For most business users, 512 Gen 4 would be enough. You know, you're talking about documents, presentation, all this would be enough. But if you have heavier workload, video editing, photo editing, having the faster storage and more storage will obviously help you a lot. So yeah, it's another give or take, you know. Bigger storage, a bit more expensive, faster, not as much, cheaper. Yeah, let me know what y'all will choose. Next, let's talk about connectivity. I know most people don't really care about this, got Wi-Fi can already, but for the people that care, I'll just add this in, alright? ASUS is using something called Laser Direct Structure, or LDS. Basically, instead of using a regular antenna, it uses the internal structure as the antenna. So technically, the whole thing is the antenna. ASUS claims around 43% improvement in antenna efficiency compared to their previous ExpertBook Ultra. In real-world terms, more stable Wi-Fi, better Wi-Fi signal. For business users, I mean, better stable Wi-Fi. You know you have the best of the best, and it's not because of the laptop if you have lousy Wi-Fi. Next is security. It's a bit same like connectivity. Most of y'all won't care, but some of y'all will care, so I'll just add it in here. This has a NIST SP800-193 verified compliance, which is basically a BIOS protection and firmware resilience. In normal human language, this laptop is designed for deeper system attacks and not just normal software viruses. It can detect BIOS tampering, protect against corrupted firmware updates, and recover from BIOS corruption from backup BIOS. This is for companies, IT departments, government, or anyone handling sensitive information. Overall, the ASUS ExpertBook Ultra is not impressive because of one feature. The lightweight body, ceramic finishing, ports, keyboard, trackpad, display, internals, performance, storage, everything just comes together for a very complete business laptop that even other professions can get. I would say this laptop is the best lightweight laptop in this class. Hands down. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, like really tell me if you like this kind of videos. I'll do more. If you have any feedback also, please leave it in and I'll see you the next time. I'm done.